Hey everyone, I am Adam from Breacher, and I'm joined by Jason from Breacher, and today we are going to talk to you about a real, in the wild social engineering attack that took place, which, to give you the high level numbers here, lost 11.3 had $11.3 million stolen, and the cryptocurrencies that were stolen lost 70% of their price as a result.
Whoa, 70% loss in crypto? That must be the first time that has ever happened.
I mean, why else would this be news if it wasn't so crazy that people lost money in crypto? And that's really the highlight here. That's the news story is people lost money in crypto, and that should never happen because the numbers only go up.
There's a faster way to lose money in crypto. Invest in crypto.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you've invested in the last 6 months, especially in Bitcoin, it's not looking great for you right about now.
Yeah.
It's a bloodbath. Anyway, let's get into it. So at a high level, this is what happened. The blockchain in question used something called a multi-sig wallet, meaning that all of the core maintainers had to sign, or at least a majority of the core maintainers had to sign off on any administrative transactions to prevent, for example, one person from going in and draining the treasury. This is a pretty common approach in blockchain-based, especially in cryptocurrencies, but essentially anything with decentralized contracts like blockchain. Now, of course, the risk to that is if enough devices are compromised, then they can do all of these things and essentially nothing can stop them because as far as the blockchain is concerned, that is an authorized transaction. And so basically what these attackers did is they did a ton of really careful OSINT research on the targets, these approvers, these admins. And they kind of went on their social media, they looked at company announcements, speaker lists, etc., figured out who their business partners were, their investors, basically built profiles of these account holders that are, these admins on the blockchain. And they actually took the people that were related to them, found video of them speaking and doing podcasts and stuff, and created deepfakes of these trusted contacts. They then used the deepfakes that they had created of all these people that the targets would know to actually conduct a spear phishing campaign against them, both through Telegram, personal email, social media, all these different areas, basically everything but corporate email, because of course corporate devices and corporate email have much more security. So they conducted deepfake video calls and personalized phishing messages against these authenticators or against these account holders in order to get their keys. So by the time that they got enough keys to sign one of these administrative transactions, it was too late. They essentially had control, and I believe they only needed 3 compromised devices in order to do this. So this attacker, through social engineering, got these keys, signed over, exploited another vulnerability in the blockchain. They, well, not exploited it, but used a function in the blockchain to reassign administrative control to their account, and then used their account to drain the treasury. And so essentially, by having just 3 signatures, they were able to steal $11.3 million and, like we mentioned, crash the coins themselves. And ironically, after this happened, that attacker actually got phished a few hours later and lost $48 million, significantly more than they stole in the heist. So Hubris kills, everybody is vulnerable. Be very careful out there. There's a lot of bad fish in the sea.
That is so hilarious, dude. Like, you put on the sophisticated attack for deepfakes. You get 11 million only to get fished for 48 million using regular phishing like hours later.
Right. Apparently it was like basic phishing too. It wasn't even like anything deep fake. It was just, the old Nigerian print scam still seems to work, even though it's been decades.
It's hilarious. Best case of Uno reverse ever.
Yeah, it's so
Poor
good.
guy. Poor guy.
Yeah, let me get the world's smallest fiddle out for him.